What a doozy 2.1 special live stream was. I am still kind of in shock with all the stuff that we are getting in version 2.1. Not to say, like, in my opinion, it's the best update, but it's definitely up there as one of the really good ones. So today we're going to be talking about everything that was announced in the version 2.1 live stream and what might come later, because to be honest, they hinted at a lot of future stuff in this live stream, which made me extremely happy. But before we get into that, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below and hit that notification bell to be notified of when the next Honkai Star Rail video comes out. And of course, y'all, I am sponsored by the ever wonderful Gamer Subs. Make sure to use code TYSTRA for 10% off of your next order, and trust me, it's worth it. We just got these new sleep aid formulas that are going to be really good and very good for you, I guess, in a sense. So I can't wait to try them out myself. So without any further delay, let's go ahead and talk about version 2.1. So the release date of the patch is going to be on March 28th. So we are literally, as of this recording, 2 weeks away, basically. So be ready. It's a doozy of one. The trailer was really good, and they had an animated short for Acheron with Black Swan, and my god, all I could tell y'all is that it gave me a little bit of happiness. I'll tell you that right now. But let's go ahead and first talk about the characters, as we have this is on Pridewin, by the way, or Pridewin, whatever, however you want to say it. Shout out to them. They make some really good articles. So this is basically talking about everything. So Acheron is going to be Lightning Nihility, which we already kind of knew, and we kind of got the glimpse into her abilities as well. So let's go ahead and talk about that really quick. Of course, her skill deals lightning damage to a single enemy target and any adjacent targets, and gains 1 stack of Slash Dreams. Now, you're probably wondering what Slash Dreams is. We'll get to that here in a second. Unleash multiple attacks, or this is the ultimate Slash Dreams cries in red. Unleash multiple attacks on a single enemy, dealing lightning damage 3 times, and you could specify the enemy, followed by an attack that hits every enemy, dealing lightning damage again. Basically, you get to hit multiple times, and it's really crazy because you get to choose every hit. I don't know why I keep touching my beard. I'm just like super stoked about all this stuff. But she's really good. When we get into the talent, when Slash Dreams reaches 9 stacks, the ultimate can be activated. So basically with Acheron, you don't need ERR. You're not going to need energy regeneration rate. It's all based on like specific things. When any unit inflicts debuffs to the enemy target, this includes enemy debuffing themselves, Acheron gains 1 stack of Slash Dreams. You also get it, like I said before, in the skill. So you have multiple ways of getting the stacks. And then, of course, you have the technique Quadrivalent Ascendance. Immediately attacks the enemy. If attacking a normal enemy, immediately defeats them without entering combat, which means it's an insta-kill with your E. Not only that, but what's really cool, technique points won't be consumed if the enemy isn't hit. That just makes it even better. It's really good, in my personal opinion. Now let's get into Aventurine, because I think Aventurine is going to be one of those characters that people sleep on a lot. And I said that multiple times in my reaction to the live stream. But let's go ahead and talk about him. Skill, Cornerstone Deluxe provides all allies with a shield that lasts for a set of turns and can be stacked. Now, of course, Aventurine is an imaginary preservation unit. I don't think I touched up on this in regards to my short that I made a while ago, but I am pretty stoked about the fact that he is a preservation unit. His ultimate Roulette Shark randomly gains some points of blind bet, deals imaginary damage to a single target enemy, and inflicts a debuff on them. When an ally hits the target, their crit damage dealt increases. Pretty freaking big. Talent Shot Loaded Right. When allies are attacked when the shield from skill is active, 1 blind bet is granted. Upon reaching 7 stacks of blind bet, Aventurine consumes them all to launch a follow-up attack, dealing imaginary damage to all enemies. This also applies a shield to all allies. So you have a constant way of gaining shield. I think he's going to be really good. Like, kind of almost like a yin and yang thing with Fu Xuan. Because Fu Xuan is really good about healing herself, while Aventurine seems to be able to like kind of tank attacks for the most part. So Fushuan can too, but not in the sense of what I saw with Aventurine. I could be wrong. I could be absolutely wrong in that, but I think Aventurine is going to be a really, really good preservation unit. His technique, the red or the black, after using the technique, gains a random amount of defense and shares it with allies after the battle starts. So you can use it multiple times to get the highest stack of defense if you want, but it's a random roulette wheel. So then, of course, we got Gallagher, the 4-star fire element user, who's an abundance character. So fire is actually getting an abundance character now. So basically, he has an enhanced basic attack that he gets from his ultimate. If you basic attack after the ultimate, that's where you get this enhanced one. Deals fire damage to a single enemy and reduces the target's attack. The skill, Special Brew, immediately heals a target ally, so very basic. Ultimate Champagne Etiquette inflicts a special debuff to all enemies, lasting for a set number of turns, and deals fire damage. Also enhances the next basic attack, like I said before, turning it into Nectar Blitz. Talent Tipsy Tussle, every time a debuffed target with the ultimate special debuff is attacked by an ally, the attacker's HP gets restored. So basically, he's going to be able to restore his allies based on the times that you are attacking the enemy. So really good. And then, of course, Artisan Elixir immediately attacks the enemy upon entering battle, inflicts this special debuff to all enemies. So the debuff that you get from your ultimate, you automatically inflict. The banners are absolutely bonkers, in my personal opinion. So phase 1, we got Akron, and phase 2, we got Aventurine. For the 4 stars, we have obviously Gallagher, Pella, and Danheng. And then for Aventurine's banner, we have Lynx, Luka, and Serval, which is really, really good. However, we're also getting reruns of both Luocha and Jingliu. Luocha being in phase 1, Jingliu being in phase 2, and they literally just want to take your money. That's really ultimately what these banners are going to be. And I'm so stoked for that. Not only that, but we are getting a new 4-star summonable Lycaon for preservation called Concert of Two. I don't know what the ability does for that just yet, so I don't know if it's going to be one of those ones that kind of takes over certain slots for certain other Lycaons, but we'll find that out as soon as 2.1 drops. We did get anniversary information because this is going to be the anniversary update. So big thing is we're getting up to 30 summons. Now 20 of those are going to be spaced out between 7 days, and then 1600 of those are, or 1600 Stellar Jade is going to be produced to you on April 26th. Now we also got a bunch of different things that are going to happen as well. Well, not a bunch, a couple of things. Cosma Odyssey is going to be a board game event that is strictly for the anniversary, and it looks like we're going to get a bunch of really, really cool rewards from it. They didn't specify what those rewards were, so there's a chance there might be some hidden gem rewards in that, but it looks like a very fun little mini game that you're going to be able to play. I liked it, and I know that a lot of people in the chat were really liking it as well. And then, of course, we also get, and I think this is the big thing, and there's no summary of this in this part, but as you can see, Planar Fissure and Realm of the Strange is getting 300% drops. That's right. Instead of doubling your drops, you're getting triple the drops for those events specifically. That's bonkers to me. And not only that, but also top-up bonuses are getting refreshed, which is pretty normal for Hoyoverse games to refresh those. So I'm pretty stoked about all this stuff. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. Is the Genshin anniversary worse than this or better? I think honestly Genshin Impact anniversary is worse. 30 summons is pretty awesome. We did get a quiz summary, which had a lot of really good questions about the future of Honkai Star Rail. So let's go ahead and talk about that. Simulated Universe will be optimized in 2.3 patch so people can quickly obtain planner ornaments without spending too much time there. March 7th will introduce a new feature to the game and the whole series where, similar to the Trailblazer, she will be able to switch to another path in a system that'll be unique to her, related to her recovering memories, and this will happen somewhere during 2024. So this year we will see a big thing about March 7th, which is really cool because a lot of us have been wanting more stuff for March 7th. So kudos to them. I love it and I'm here for it. Tingyun's fate will be revealed this year. So for everybody like me who's like Tingyun's still alive, or for all the others that are saying Tingyun is dead, we will find out for sure this year, and I'm pretty stoked on that. I really am. I love the callback to the story, and I love that they're paying attention to us. Now, there was one part of the live stream during this quiz that got really heavy, and I felt for these guys, and you could really tell how much it does hurt them. So leaks are a big thing within the Hoyoverse games, and really just in general for gachas. And I know that some people are probably like, just get over it. It is what it is. But you have to understand that this is their baby. So leaks that spoil the story heavily impact the writers as they want to make things perfect, and the leaks often don't tell the whole story, leading to people harassing each other and the devs because they dislike what they learned. And I agree. I honestly agree with this, and I think that a lot of people don't understand how leaks not only affect us as the players, but affects the people who make the game. This is why I try my best not to pay attention to leaks. I'll bet I do let other people talk about leaks. I don't really care. You know, it's on them to each their own, but I try myself not to let leaks determine what I'm going to do. I wait until the official announcements to make my ultimate judgment call. So, that being said, if you're one of the people that's leaking the story, politely stop. Don't leak the freaking story to people. Just let people enjoy it. It's so much fun. Speaking of story, we got the 2.1 update, introducing a new story event, The Devil in Velvet, with 2 new areas. And not only that, but with these 2 new areas, which are really, really cool, the story is going to let you have 3 different parts, right? So you get to have your own part of the story, but you could even experience Acheron's perspective and, of course, from what I saw, Adventurine's perspective, which is pretty dang nice. I think that's a wonderful thing to do and a lot of fun. You get to see the perspectives of other characters, which is really cool. We do have new relics for World 9 as World 9 was announced. We got the Izumo, Gensei, and Takama Divine Realm, and the Sigonia, the Unclaimed Desolation. Now, Sigonia is a DPS set suitable for prolonged battles against multiple waves of enemies, and then Izumo provides additional bonuses to the wearer where there's an ally of the same path in the team, which is pretty freaking sick. New events. We didn't get a lot of different events outside of the ones that were announced for anniversary, but we did get these. Vignettes in a Cup, which is basically an event where you actually like make drinks for monsters, is kind of what I was seeing. I could be wrong on that, but we get a 4-star selector between the characters Gallagher, Misha, Shuei, Hanya, Gwenaifen, Luka, Lynx, and Yukong. Pretty sick stuff. I love the fact that they're constantly giving us new 4-stars and also letting us like pick new 4-stars up. So really, really cool. And then of course we get the Tides of War, which is a really cool, like overall like event. It's a battle event, but the overall like design of it or the look of it, it looks really sick. This isn't going to look like it, or this isn't what it's going to look like when you go and battle against the enemies, but it's still really, really cool. The pixelated multiplier is what's going to happen, and it does extra stuff for you. Now, of course, we did get a couple of extra updates. You could redeploy dispatches with 1 click, which is something that Genshin did before Honkai Star Rail for once. So it's cool that we're actually getting this, and it makes it a lot easier instead of me having to click, you know, all that crazy stuff. And then, of course, the stash was increased from 1,500 to 2,000 for relics. Huge, because I was filling up on relics so quick. So we will be getting that in version 2.1. Overall, I think that version 2.1 looks like it's going to be an absolute banger, right? It's a banger patch in general. Honestly, a lot of us have been saying 9 out of 10, and I have to agree. 9 out of 10 is perfect for this patch. The only thing I wish we would have got was the 5-star selector, and I know that a lot of people are very much upset about that. But remember, we're still getting more than what we got before. A 5-star selector, in my opinion, will come in due time, and we got to give it that time to like let it cook and stew, because once it comes out, boom, it's going to be big. I was hoping for it so I can get Bronya, but I digress. I'm not going to get it. And that's going to be it for really today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to tell me what you think about version 2.1. Which part are you excited for Honkai Star Rail? And are you excited for what's to come in the future? Don't forget to also check out Gamer Subs. Use code TYSTRA for 10% off. And of course, again, that's going to be it. Love you all to death. And as always, we will catch you in the next video. Please take care and be safe.